So I thought I would take a moment to acknowledge the passing of Jimmy Carter, a man who was a great president and also a great humanitarian in the post-presidency period. And of course, because his birth time is available, an astrologer will always look to see what is going on, even though, to be honest, I've noticed that sometimes when a person passes away in their 90s, especially late 90s, 100 plus, you may not see very much in the chart. So then, in a sense, you attribute it to natural causes. You'll typically see something, but not necessarily a huge confluence of planets indicating something challenging. But in this particular case, there is quite a bit happening. There's a lot of astrology. In fact, I'm going to present this in my next class as a learning chart because it shows pretty precisely what is going on, including his recent downtrend, which started last year in 2023 as Saturn entered Pisces, because Pisces is his health house, his primary health house, and it's not particularly well aligned there because it makes health angles, and so it would point to a decline. But of course, he was already 98 when this was happening, and so bottom line, he's lived a long life, which is really wonderful. Indeed, he made it all the way to two Chiron returns. Chiron has a almost exact 50-year cycle, and he lived to see two of those. The other notable mention would be a very, very long and successful marriage to Rosalind. And this one is really interesting on the astrology level because you don't see it right away. In fact, you might even think, this might not be so great for a long-term marriage, having the ruler of the ascendant opposite the ruler of the marriage house. It can work, but it could also be challenging. But then when you look into the harmonics, which are an area that I use pretty much every time when I read charts, you see really, really good connections to the marriage planet, and so that would explain why that's the way it happened. But bottom line, rest in peace, Jimmy. You were a great president, you were a great man, and you will definitely be missed.